Donald Trump and Elon Musk are fighting against DEI programs. The attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, is not just about race. It is not just about black people. It is about all of us. Trump and Musk want you to believe that DEI is some kind of scam. That it is unnecessary. That it is unfair. That it is harmful. That is a blatant lie, and they know it. What they are really doing is making sure that the same group of rich, white, powerful men continue to control everything. They want the system rigged to benefit them and their friends, and they want the rest of us fighting each other instead of realizing what is actually happening. This is not about making things fair. This is about keeping the power exactly where it has always been, in the hands of the already privileged. DEI was never about giving unfair advantages to people who did not deserve them. It was about making sure that hard-working, talented people from all backgrounds had a chance to succeed. That means women. That means veterans. That means disabled people. That means white people without connections who grew up poor. That means everybody who has ever been locked out of opportunity just because they were not born into the right family, went to the right school, or knew the right people. And now, Trump and Musk want to burn it all to the ground because they do not want to share power with anyone. They want you to think that eliminating DEI will help the average white American, but that is another lie. Working-class white people are about to get screwed just as hard as everyone else. Because without DEI, the system will once again cater to the elite. Hiring will go back to favoring the already wealthy, the already connected, the already powerful. If you did not grow up in a rich family, if you did not have parents who could pull strings for you, guess what? You are getting left behind. If you are a white kid from a rural town who busted your ass to get into college and were counting on scholarships and equal opportunity hiring programs, good luck. Without DEI, companies will go right back to hiring from the same Ivy League networks that they have always pulled from. They will hire their buddies' kids, and the cycle will continue. Meanwhile, you will be told to just work harder and figure it out yourself. Veterans are about to get tossed aside too. DEI programs help veterans transition into civilian jobs. They make sure that companies do not discriminate against them for having PTSD or for lacking traditional corporate experience. They provide job training, career placement, and mentorship. Without DEI, none of that is guaranteed. Companies will have zero incentive to hire veterans over some privileged kid who never had to work for anything. And the worst part is, Trump, the so-called champion of veterans, is leading the charge to cut them off from these opportunities. He will stand on a stage, wave an American flag, and tell you he loves the troops while making sure that once you are done serving, you are left to fend for yourself. Then there are people with disabilities. DEI has been one of the only things forcing companies to provide accessible workplaces and fair hiring practices. You think most companies are just going to do that out of the goodness of their hearts? Hell no. They do it because they have to. And now that Trump and Musk are trying to kill DEI, they will no longer have to make accommodations that allow people with disabilities to work and thrive. They will be free to ignore disabled applicants, to deny remote work, to refuse basic accessibility standards. And who is going to stop them? No one, because DEI will be gone. Women are about to lose too. Do you know how many industries still treat women like second-class workers? Women in STEM, women in business, women in leadership positions have all benefited from DEI policies that forced companies to consider them for roles that were historically kept out of their reach. Without those policies, things will slide right back to the good old boys club, where hiring and promotions are based on who you know, not how hard you work. Women will face more discrimination, more harassment, and fewer opportunities because without DEI, there is no pressure to change anything. And if you think America will stay competitive without DEI, think again. The rest of the world is not playing this stupid game. China is investing in education and technology. Europe is strengthening worker protections and equity initiatives. Meanwhile, we are over here debating whether or not giving people a fair shot is a good thing. If we keep moving backward, we will fall behind. And when that happens, do not cry about jobs disappearing and opportunities drying up, because we will have done it to ourselves. Let's get real about why Trump and Musk want DEI gone. It is not because they care about fairness or equality. It is because they do not want to share power. They do not want to be held accountable. They do not want to compete with anyone outside their little circle of privilege. They want to run their companies, their industries, and their political games without anyone telling them they have to be fair. That is it. That is the whole reason. If DEI is destroyed, we all lose. The economy suffers. Innovation suffers. The American workforce suffers. The only people who win are the ones who are already winning. If you are not already rich, already connected, already powerful, then guess what? You are not part of their America. You are expendable, and they do not give a damn what happens to you. So the real question is this: are you going to let them take away your opportunities, your future, your shot at success? Or are you going to fight back,